Imagine this. You live in a world where everyone speaks a different language, uses a different kind of money, and follows different rules. Total chaos. Like a multiplayer game with all the bugs. That was ancient China. Historians call it the Warring States period. 7 big states. Dozens of smaller ones. All fighting. All scheming. It lasted more than 250 years. To put that in perspective, while China was stuck in civil war, Rome was still a small republic. The pyramids in Egypt were already ancient history. The rise of Qin Shi Huang. But then, one man stepped in. His name? Qin Shi Huang. Back then, he was just the king of one state, Qin. A state famous for being tough. Think, military boot camp with farmland. Qin Shi Huang looked at the chaos and said, "Nope. Enough of this. Time to unify it all." Not just a king. Think of him as a startup CEO. With the ultimate business plan, conquer China. The good guy achievements. And guess what? He pulled it off. Through brutal wars, clever diplomacy, and some serious determination. By 221 BCE, China was united for the first time. And he didn't stop there. He standardized money. Like deleting 100 payment apps and keeping just one. He standardized writing. Finally, people could text each other without confusion. He standardized weights and measures, which meant merchants couldn't scam you with fake scales. Or as we'd say today, everyone finally agreed on the size of a foot-long sandwich. He built roads and canals, straight highways, cutting across the empire. Imagine a national highway system, 2,000 years before cars. Basically, he laid the foundation for modern China. Hero material, right? The dark side? What about that? Our boy Qin Shi Huang had issues. Big ones. He hated criticism. So much, he invented the ultimate no bad reviews policy. Burn the books. Bury the scholars. 5 stars only, please. And then came his obsession with immortality. He sent people searching for magic potions. He drank mercury, yes, actual liquid metal, thinking it would make him live forever. Spoiler, it didn't. Meanwhile, he forced hundreds of thousands to build a megatomb, guarded by over 8,000 life-size terracotta warriors, each with a different face. Imagine making your own afterlife action figure army. Yeah, that happened. Oh, and the Great Wall? Epic today. Back then, it was a brutal project. Workers died by the thousands. Some were buried right into the wall itself. So, was he a visionary? Or a paranoid dictator? Honestly, the festival. Here's the twist. After all that, the Qin Dynasty lasted only 15 years. 15. Shorter than most Netflix shows last these days. Why so short? The people were exhausted. Heavy taxes. Forced labor. Brutal laws. Peasants and soldiers alike said, "We've had enough." Rebellions broke out everywhere. And just like that, the empire Qin Shi Huang built collapsed. The legacy. But here's the thing. Even though the Qin dynasty was short, its ideas lasted forever. One China. One script. One system. It was so powerful that every dynasty after copied it. The name, Qin, by the way, is where we get the word China. That's how lasting the brand was. So, a dynasty that lasted only 15 years. Still shaped more than 2,000 years of history. Outro/teaser. And who took over after the collapse? Not another king, but a peasant, who rose from the fields to build a dynasty lasting over 400 years. Want to know how? Hit subscribe. And find out next time.